The New York Rangers end up losing game one of the 7-game series of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Florida Panthers, which is an unfortunate one. Definitely not the start you want to see it for the Rangers, but overall in this one, I think they did have quite a few really good scoring chances, but Sergei Bobrovsky ended up having a fantastic game. Throughout these playoffs so far, he's been a little inconsistent, but in this one, he definitely played quite phenomenal. So hats off to him. He did play great, which is good for the Florida Panthers as they end up coming out here with the 3-0 win. I think overall, like I said, though, Rangers definitely did have quite a few good scoring chances. I would say more overall, better scoring chances and good scoring chances than the Florida Panthers ended up having in this one. But at the end of the day, the Panthers are on top there and they win 3-0 in game one. And now to kind of break down this game as a whole, in the first period there, we ended up seeing both teams kind of get off to a bit of a slow start there. There wasn't a whole lot of, crazy offensive chances to begin this one. A lot of physicality still, but the overall game kind of got off to a bit of a slow start there. Not a whole lot offensively, but definitely, like I said, a lot of physicality still, and the Rangers definitely look a little sloppy to begin this one. But then we see about halfway through the first period there, Jacob Trouba makes a bad turnover below the goal line, kind of behind the net there. He ends up getting a 2-minute penalty for hooking, but halfway through the first there. So the Panthers end up getting their first power play of the game there, and the first power play of this series, but the Rangers end up having a pretty good penalty kill in this one as well. Overall, throughout this entire game, the penalty kill definitely looked quite good as the Rangers ended up going 3 for 3. Then with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period there, we end up seeing the first goal of the game as Artemi Panarin in the offensive zone doesn't take the shot there, just kind of waits, tries to make a pass, ends up turning it over in the offensive zone. The Panthers come down the other way, and Matthew Tkachuk gets the puck there, and he just kind of shoots one, and it ends up going right past Igor Shesterkin's glove hand there. Definitely is one that Igor should have had, and I'm sure he would like to have back as well. A solid shot there, but nothing too special there. Definitely Igor probably should have had that. Should have been a stop there, but unfortunately it goes in right past Igor's glove to make things 1-0, and that goal was assisted by Gustav Forsling and Carter Verhaeghe. And not too long after this goal was scored, later on in the first period, the Rangers end up getting a very good scoring chance as in the Rangers zone, Eric Gustafsson ends up blocking his shot. The puck bounces up to Kaapo Kakko, who ends up passing it over to Braden Schneider for a breakaway. But unfortunately, he can't beat Bobrovsky as he ends up hitting the post there. An unfortunate one. A very good scoring chance there for the Rangers defenseman, Braden Schneider. He's a very young guy, very talented. Ends up hitting the post there on that breakaway. Very unfortunate one there, as that goal would have ended up tying the game right there and then late in the first period, not too long after the Panthers end up getting their 1-0 lead. It could have been tied up, but he hits the post, and it stays 1-0 going on now into the second period, where the Rangers end up getting a pretty good scoring chance to potentially tie this game up at 1, as in the Rangers zone, Ryan Lindgren gets the puck, ends up making a nice pass up to Jack Roslovic at center ice. He gives a nice pass over to Will Cooley, who ends up getting a shot off, but unfortunately could not be Bobrovsky. Ends up getting stopped by his pad, and not too bad scoring chance there at all. Nico Mikkola had a great back check, ended up getting the stick onto Will Cooley's stick there as he's trying to shoot there. Kind of slowed down the shot a bit. Unfortunate one there, as Bobrovsky ends up making the save to keep things 1-0 Panthers. Then we see later on, though, Rangers still getting a few good chances, but now halfway through the second period, we end up seeing Jack Roslovic take a 2-minute penalty for a stick in there, end up going for the hit, ends up catching him up high with a stick. So unfortunately there, a 2-minute penalty for the Rangers, but they end up killing that off. Like I said, the Rangers penalty kill ended up going 3 for 3 in this one. Not too bad at all. And the Rangers later on in the second period end up getting their first power play of the game as Sam Bennett gets 2 minutes for holding, but unfortunately the Rangers could not score there as the Panthers end up killing that off. And to end the second period there, the shots were 18-10 for the Panthers there. Not too many shots for either team, but only 10 after 2 periods is not too good for the Rangers. Although they did have quite a few, I would say, solid or pretty good scoring chances, they could not find the back of the net, and 10 shots was just not enough to beat Bobrovsky there. And now in the third period, about halfway through, the Panthers end up scoring with 11 minutes and 15 seconds into the period as Oliver Ekman-Larsson ends up taking a shot from pretty far out there. They score, but it ends up getting challenged as Peter Laviolette gives a coach a challenge there, and Ryan Lomberg ended up bumping into Igor Shesterkin there, so we couldn't really make the save, so the goal gets overturned, and that keeps things 1-0 Panthers still at that time. And now with 9 minutes and 32 seconds later, Alexis Lafreniere takes a 2-minute penalty for hooking. Rangers end up killing that off for their third kill of the game, which is not too bad. But then right after that penalty expires, Jacob Trouba ends up hitting Kevin Stenlund there. Pretty good clean hit there by Trubes. And then the Rangers end up getting some pretty good scoring chances here as we end up seeing a shot. And then Jacob Trouba almost buries the rebound. The puck kind of bounces around for a bit there. And through all that chaos, as Bobrovsky's kind of scrambling around his net, the puck ends up bouncing out to Lafreniere, and he hits the post there, nearly scoring to tie things up at 1. That would have been such a crucial goal for the Rangers there at this moment, because like I said, it was still only 1-0 at this moment when Lafreniere ends up hitting that post there as Bobrovsky kind of scrambled around. So that would have tied things up there and would have been such an important goal. And unfortunately, though, later on in the third period, the Panthers score their second goal of the game as obviously you see here. I mean, Lafreniere ends up trying to intercept the pass there as Carter Verhaeghe is trying to make a backdoor pass over to Matthew Tkachuk, who's skating towards the net there. Lafreniere ends up trying to deflect it, intercept it, but unfortunately he deflects it 5-hole in on Igor Shesterkin, which is obviously not what he tried to do, but it ends up going in there. A very unfortunate one as that pretty much seals the deal as the Panthers end up winning this game 3-0. I think overall in this one, Igor Shesterkin definitely did not have a bad game by any means. Other than that one goal there, you definitely can't really blame him for this loss. The first goal was definitely on him, and I'm sure he definitely liked to have that one back as well. Wasn't the prettiest goal in the world. He probably should have had that, but the second one there, tipped in 5-hole by Lafreniere, definitely not his fault, and the third one was an empty netter there, so really and truly, this could have been a 0-0 game going to overtime, but unfortunately, that doesn't happen there as things end up going a different way, a different direction as the Panthers end up winning 3-0. But Bobrovsky ended up having a great game here. He definitely has been a little inconsistent throughout these playoffs, but he ended up having a great game 1 here in the Eastern Conference Finals and definitely came up with some pretty clutch saves for the Florida Panthers. The Panthers ended up out shooting the Rangers here, but I definitely would say the Rangers ended up having, some better scoring chances in this one as Bobrovsky ends up stopping 23 out of 23 shots he faced. I think as a whole for the Rangers, they did not play too bad in this one. Definitely did not have a good start by any means, but I think overall they played all right defensively. Definitely didn't play too bad, did not give up too many high danger scoring chances, which is very good against a team like Florida, who definitely can be quite lethal at 5-on-5. And for the Rangers, they had a lot of scoring chances, just could not find the back of the net, especially at 5-on-5 as well. They had some good chances, but they couldn't find the back of the net, which has been a bit of an issue for the Rangers. So obviously, getting the job done on the power play, it's probably going to come here and there, but 5-on-5 scoring is going to have to happen here for the Rangers to have some success in this series against the Panthers. Anyways, though, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. It helps out the channel a ton. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe for daily New York Rangers content, and also don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on this series and on this game as a whole. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. Bye.